Hey guys, what I'm about to show you is a use case for the Blueport platform and its real-time collaboration capabilities. Using Excel, we will share a table of data located in one workbook with two other entirely separate workbooks, each querying the table in different ways. We have located the table of data in an Excel workbook for the sake of simplicity, but this could easily be wired up to any database provider. Firstly, then on the left, I have my table of data, which is right here. Within the Excel workbook, we've called this the database. And then secondly, on the right, we have a separate client view where we can add, edit, and filter records from the table of data in the first workbook. Thirdly, in the middle, we have the Blueport platform, which I have set up to mirror the first client spreadsheet on the right. The way that I'm able to add, edit, and filter the data from the client workbook is by using the links provided by the Blueport platform. Data input by the user in this case is sent via the Blueport platform to the database workbook where the table of data is held. Then using a small amount of VBA in this database workbook where the table of data is held, logical steps are executed and any results are returned to the client workbook, again using the links to the Blueport platform. If I can draw your attention initially to this client workbook. Here I can add more data to the database table. As you can see, as I start filling out the record without specifying a key, the VBA in the database workbook assigns the new record the next available key and sends it. In this case, it's number 11. As I complete the record, you can see how the table of data in the database workbook is updated real time. So if you have a look at this row here, as I complete my record, you can see the real-time changes. I am also able to edit a record by initially specifying a key, for example, row 6, and then proceeding to edit the fields of that record, for example, changing the department from finance to research. As you can see the changes that I make to that record, and again reflected in the table or data in the database workbook. In addition to adding and editing, I am also able to filter by any field in the remote database table. If I want to see the data in key 5, for example, then the query results are populated with the data that I want to see. I can also ask for multiple keys. For example, key 1, 8, and 9. What the Blueport platform has enabled us to do is implement advanced Excel filtering on a remote data table by simply enable the sending and receiving of data to and from the different Excel workbooks. I can also do similar, but very different and independent tasks in my second client workbook, all while accessing the same database table. Here, I will show some more advanced examples of advanced filtering that the user can execute locally on the remote data table. For example, if I want to filter my data by all those employees whose probation status are still in progress, then I can do so here in my probation field. Then the query results are populated with the data that I want to see. Furthermore, if I want to see which employees are on less than 30,000 a year, I can do my less than symbol in the salary field. Again, the query results are populated with the data that I want to see. Finally, I can do all the same functions through the Blueport platform on the web. I can implement all the same tasks as my client because the client workbooks and the database are all linked to the platform. Therefore, if I would like to query key 7, for example, the query results are populated with the data that I want to see. Let's say, for example, instead of key 7, what I'd actually like to do is see all those with a job role of analyst. Again, see these changes in the platform. You can see data queried and returned to the platform and my client workbook.